From pets to being critical and hammer time! Hello, Magi here and welcome back to another episode of Interesting Touhou Facts, the series where I talk about facts from Touhou that I find either fun, unusual, or simply interesting. So without further ado, let's begin the Interesting Touhou Facts number 66. Number 5. For those who don't know, Suika is an Oni, meaning she's one tough motherfucker. Not only that, she's considered one of the most powerful yokais in Gensokyo. That's pretty legit considering the large assortment of cast we have. While being powerful and a drunk, she's quite the observant person. In addition, she is seen being very critical of others in immaterial, such as by calling Alice a coward and telling Yomu how people make fun of her. Yomu makes sense while Alice is more batshit insane than anything else, but that's just my opinion. Although being critical can be annoying to some, it's still important as it's always good to know what our shortcomings are. Just as long as you don't compete against her in a drinking contest anyway, then you're just plain dumb. Number 4. As you may be aware of, Reimu loves getting donations. I mean, really loves it. It got to the point where Reimu straight up switched her job from Shrine Maiden to Fortune Teller. And I ain't referring to Mr. Rank 60 by the way. So back in episode 29, I talked about the Dozo Jin and how Reimu was surprised that the gods existed. I'm not going to elaborate why I found that so fucking stupid, but the main point is that the switching of jobs started from this. So in chapter 23 of Wild, after the baby was born, the family went to Reimu and she explained that the Dozo Jin said the baby will have good fortune and whatnot. It's because of that people believe Reimu to be a fortune teller even though she explained she couldn't read fortunes. And seeing the potential she could make, she switches occupation to the fortune teller. With Reimu neglecting her main job, Kazin decides it was up to her to take over the Hakare Shrine. And so she does pretty well, rocking the signature Hakare Shrine Maiden outfit. Eventually, Reimu went back to her old job. Sort of, anyway. Moral of the story is, don't slack off on your job, I think. Komachi could use that. Number 3. When it comes to Touhou, music is going to be one of the first things that comes into your mind. We know this series has a shit ton of music tracks, that's for sure. And don't even get me started when it comes to fan music as well. Reason I'm talking about this is because a certain track has caught my eyes. Do you remember back in episode 43 where I talked about Koishi and how her track when played reversed sounds similar to its normal part? Well, you can guess where I'm going with this. So Seija's track, Reverse Ideology, sounds like this when played normally. Let's showcase the reverse ideology in reverse? Aside from my failure to create a funny pun with that, it's nice to see another track with the reverse feature. It works really well with Seija given her nature and ability. So in the future, if you play it in reverse, what do we call it then? Just ideology or is it something else? Number 2. So when you think of pets, what do you imagine? Dogs and cats are the norms. We then have rabbits, fishes, hamsters I think, also birds. So yeah, we have quite the variety when us humans get bored. But have you ever heard of a tupai as a pet? Probably not. I didn't even know what these creatures were until making these videos. They're kinda cute, better than alligators I would assume. Anyway, it seems that a resident from the Scarlet Devil Mansion has them, Remilia. Given it's Gensokyo, I'm not surprised that it's considered a pet to the vampire. Let me show you guys Remilia's pet tupai. What, you were expecting this small furry creature? That would have been way too simple. In case you're shaking your head, confused, let me explain. So in chapter 7 in Forbidden, Sakya explains to Reimu that Remilia's pet Tupai had escaped. Sakya goes into detail what this creature looks like. Given Sakuya's description of looking like a goblin but sharper and comparing to this, it doesn't add up. Later on, we learned that the creature Remilia had was in fact a chupacabra, but not a tupai as we were thinking. In fact, the creature's name was Tupai, which was what caused the confusion among the girls. I mean, to each their own, I guess. I'd rather not deal with a chupacabra in the future, but that's just me. Number 1. Shimimaru, while being a small gal, has the ability to wield one hell of a weapon. You might know what I'm referring to. She's got the ability to use the Miracle Mallet. The Miracle Mallet is an ancient inchling artifact passed down through the generations, said to be able to grant any wish the user wishes. Wow, genie in a hammer from the sounds of it. However, only inchlings are able to use it. In addition, the utilization of the mallet to grant wishes comes with a price, and for wishes that are too large, it extracts the price before even grants the wish. Damn, can't go overboard it seems. In DDC, Shimimaru tried alongside with Seija to overturn society with the power of the Miracle Mallet, but the price she had to pay appears to have been the leakage of a lot of magical energy into Gensokyo. This magical energy was responsible for turning normally peaceful yokai into aggressive monsters and creating Tsukumogami such as Benben, Yasahashi, and Raiko. It also caused Reimu's Purification Rod, Marisa's Mini Hakuro, and a few knives belonging to Sakuya to start acting strangely. However, in Sakuya's A route, Shimimaru says that the maid's knife is something she made into Tsukumogami as an experiment, so it's unknown whether or not all the heroine's weapons were the same, or if all the Tsukumogamis were her experiments, or if Sakuya's knives were an exception. All in all, the hammer, while having limitless power in theory, it does come with a cost to use, which I feel is a good balance. Taking over the world with one mallet is probably not a good thing, I would imagine. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Which facts were your favorite? Do you think Reimu would have done well in the fortune-telling business? Would you want a pet chupacabra? Or would you be down to use the mallet, even knowing that it comes with a cost? Like always, if you found the episode enjoyable, please give it a like and subscribe. Or else this chupacabra might invade my home. And that sounds like a pain in the ass. Either way, this is Magi and thanks again for watching.